5, the pandemic has been brutal in so many ways this past year. But as the vaccine slowly continues to make their way into arms across the state, there could be a chance Cleveland benefits from some of the shifts the pandemic brought.
Tanisha Cordell is joining us now to explain the work that could be done right now to make Cleveland really shine post-pandemic.
Good news here, Katie, Danita. We could see some new faces. Governor DeWine announced a $50 million campaign to lure more people here in Ohio, and Cleveland revealed its own efforts to keep people from ditching the city for the suburbs. And it might be good timing. One professor says right now the land is primed to attract and keep top talent. There's a certain corners of the country people flock to when they're pursuing a specific dream or career. Think Silicon Valley. But the pandemic has changed all of that, possibly giving those folks more options.
The ability of companies like Twitter and others that have said that that their employees can work remotely indefinitely, I think do provide an interesting window of opportunity for cities like Cleveland to attract talent.
Michael Goldberg is an associate professor at Case Western Reserve University with a focus on teaching entrepreneurship. He doesn't think the shift to remote work will vanish post-pandemic, and that could be great news for Cleveland, where, of course, there's plenty to love.
We have great housing stock. We've got a growing and emerging entrepreneurial community with access to capital and support. We've got a great food scene.
But he thinks we do need to look beyond our borders to attract the world's top talent.
This is a place that was once booming with immigrants when we were economically, the 5th largest city in the U.S. and an economic powerhouse.
And he's not convinced Cleveland's efforts to keep people out of the suburbs is in the region's best interest.
I think our inner ring suburbs and city are not served well when we compete for talent against each other or compete for companies against each other.
Now, Goldberg says there were a lot of people who came to Cleveland from larger cities like New York to really dodge the virus and ride out the pandemic. But he says it's going to be up to Cleveland to give them a reason and opportunity to stay. I'm Tanisha Cordell, News 5.